I thought I'd give an update on what's been happening with Mod Companion. I showed this tool off first in June, I think, it's like half a year ago, and yeah, I showed off basically the hot reloading functionality, but this has actually been grown. Like this has grown quite a bit now, and yeah, I guess I'll just show you around. So we had like this very rigid system before, and now we've got a very panel-based UI, I guess. But let me just show you. So I showed off the asset management stuff already. A few people were quite excited by that because yeah, previously the workflow to just convert a single texture, it's like you take your PNG, you put it into VTF edit, remember all of the settings, remember where it should be, and every time you want to change your asset, you have to keep doing that dance over and over and over, and it's just awful. So in modern engines, you have basically these like meta files where you have a PNG somewhere, you tell the engine how to convert it into the engine-specific format, and then it just does it automatically. So that's basically what we've been building for Source Engine. Now that's kind of the core of it. So yeah, you define some assets here. You have all of the properties of like the BTF textures. You can define whatever filter you want, whichever of these thousands of formats, dozens of formats, whatever flags you might want, and you just define them once, and every time you update the PNG, it will just automatically get converted. This is some kind of like LAMP model. By the way, just as a heads up, of course, nothing you see is anywhere near final. We're kind of just in the exploration phase, trying to understand how to work with this tool, making assets, and yeah, exploring what we can do. So yeah, let me just show the asset stuff, I guess. Since last time, I extended the interop system between the game and Mod Companion quite a bit. So now it all works over networking sockets, and if you launch the game, Mod Companion will connect to it, and you even have a feed of the console over here. So if I type like mat info, then you see, it's a live feed. So this is actually very useful because sometimes the game like hangs or crashes or whatever, and you can't see what's happening. But the console can still give you information. That's actually saved me on one occasion before when the game didn't do anything. Quite useful. You can also enter commands, but yeah. I guess that's cool if you want to like troll your playtesters or something. Okay, let me load a map really quick. Okay, loaded a map. It's trying to allocate a really high resolution texture that it shouldn't, but whatever. So it's just spamming the console in the background. See, that's one of those things. You can see it spam your errors. So yeah, I've got some light here, and if I find that asset, I guess it is this one. Yeah. We've got we can associate files with assets, so you can say, hey, this asset path here, it's a Substance Painter file, and then you can just launch it. So this makes it really easy to work on assets. All of this means that setting up an asset takes a bit more time, but that's something we can still improve on. But once it is set up, it's like you can iterate so much more faster. So yeah, let me show. Like I don't know. I guess I can like change the emissive or something, make it like this like bluish kind of color. Yeah. And as soon as I hit the export button, it's gonna Mod Companion is gonna pick it up, and there it is. So Mod Companion is just constantly running in the background. We even have a conversion log now, so you can see, oh, it updated the color and the emission and the MRAO and the normal, and reloads all of those textures. We did some engine changes as well, so we can now reload textures one by one. So last time we would just reload all textures in the whole game. That's stupidly unnecessary. But now we can just reload them one by one. It's also very cool. If you're wondering, the empty log just means it's working, because it's only errors. Right, yeah. The conversion agent works really well now. So mod companion actually just runs in tray. So if you close it, it's still running. So I can again like change this to, I don't know, green. Oh, and I guess I'll just pick a different green. Can just change it to green, export, and it's gonna update. So that's a really useful feature to have. Like most of the time, we just have mod companion running in the background. Don't even notice it's there, and we are working, and it's already magically updated in game. It's so nice. Iterating like this is like completely different. Like the way we basically work now is, or at least I work, it's how you should work. Whatever I see here doesn't really matter, right? Like it looks quite bright and stuff, but in game it's a bit different, right? I mean, you know, you can tweak your PBR shaders to look exactly like in Substance or whatever, but like in the end, what we see in game is what we get in game. So on River 1, we had the issue that we spent a lot of time just in the Substance viewport, or like in our 3D viewport, Blender or whatever, and only like once the model's done, we would put it in game, and it looked completely different. It looked really bad often, and iterating on that to get it to look good was such a pain. But now we can just tweak individual values and really dial it in. It's such a game changer for us, really. Whereas mod companion, it's in tray somewhere. There it is. Okay. Now this also means that we don't even ship VTFs anymore. Half true, I guess. But we have, let me just find the materials folders. Yeah, all of these folders in the materials. These are all like Portal 2 assets basically, and our new assets all go into this HR folder, which is like high resolution stuff. And this is the folder where we just git ignored the VTFs, so these just don't even ship anymore with the repository. So if I just, for testing, get rid of all of those VTFs, so all VTFs are now gone, and the engine would complain if I were to reload. Let's see if it crashes. No, it doesn't. It just, yeah. So yeah, that's fun. Oh, look at some models. Yeah, where I'm kind of like learning Substance now as well, so that's trippy. Yeah. If I reload, it will detect that all of the assets are gone, and will start converting them all one by one. And this goes by pretty quickly, actually. Yeah, and as it's going, it's actually reloading it live in game, which is a fun effect. I mean, I guess it's broken too much now because I deleted stuff and the engine doesn't like that. But yeah, I mean, it's back. Yeah, this is really nice. This means we can just ship less stuff in the game repository, and every person on team just keeps running mod companion in the background, and they get all of the assets converted. It also handles models, at least some of the models. The model system is not quite where it needs to be yet, but it already can convert it. Like this model, you can convert it, and it will do it. But especially setting up models is not really quite there yet. In the future, I want to have this create asset button that right now just doesn't really do anything, where it's gonna detect new files that haven't been tied to assets yet, and then you can just go through like an asset creation wizard. It's gonna be great, but future. There's a whole other side to mod companion, which was actually how it was created. So originally it was created as Mapman, which was Map Manager. Then I turned it into Modman, and now it's Mod Companion, just because it's a bit of a nicer name, and Companion Cube, it's the companion for modders. So maps. So this is not going to show anything because I don't want to show map names just yet. So I put a blur on there. But basically, you have like a grid of maps, and you can convert them here. you have your compile logs, and you can go through. I'm not gonna show this. I had a different try before where I tried to like censor everything in editing, but it's too much effort for me, so sorry. Yeah, you can also see a time report of how long the maps take to compile. So each map reports how long it takes, and then you can see, make a race or something. These two take ages because this is horrible for them. You have to optimize that. See, that's the great thing. You maybe don't notice while you're working on it that these two maps take ages to compile, but it's not because they have much lighting. Like, the lighting is lower than this, which is a problem. So, need to optimize those. Yeah, you can just compile them, you can play them in-game, you can open them in Hammer right away, you can do a bunch of stuff. You can press this button to convert all of them. And even cooler, I'm setting up, I have set up, I guess, a way that when you push a VMF file to the repository, it will automatically compile it on a server and push it to a like cloud repository, and then you can download it in here. But again, because of map names, I'm not going to really show it off. But maybe in the future I can show it if I figure out a way to, or if I figure out some like test map names that I can actually show. And it's just got a bunch of other little features like building FGTs and whatever. Like, we had so many little scripts everywhere, and now it's just all in one place, kind of. And yeah, very nice. Credits, yeah, you can assign credits to assets, so you don't forget who made it. Was a problem on the first one. We kind of lost track of who made which asset, so any mod creator out there, keep track of that early on. Or you will forget, and you don't want to forget it. Yeah. I think that's pretty much everything now. It's just a lot of work to get to this point, but it's working really nice now. And it's been saving us so much time already. So let me know what you think. It's not publicly available at the moment. I hope to do it at some point, but we've just not been doing it so far because like having other people using it, like this is built for exactly our workflow and only our workflow. So if other people want to use this tool and then they have their own workflows, then they, you might say, oh, I want to have this feature and this doesn't work quite for me and blah blah blah. Like, it's not something I'm interested in right now because I just want to make it work for us and iterate rapidly. But in the future, once this is like stable and ready to go, then I hope to release this. So yeah, let me know if this could be helpful. That is a trippy material right there. Look at that, and you can look at the MRAO. Very cool stuff. Normal is very boring. That the asset is not very done, as is most things in this game. So yeah, I hope this has been interesting, and I'll see you.